The Magicians. Coffee with a side of trouble.
You're late. Lance, Morgan, and I have been here an hour waiting for you,
said Lance, Alexander's father, Blake, who was getting impatient waiting for him.
I bought you a coffee, said Morganite, Lance's brother. Thanks, Morg,
said Lance, sadly accepting the cold coffee, sitting down and sipping the coffee. Ew, it's cold, complained Lance. It's been here for a while, said Blake.
I'll get you a new one, said Morganite. Thanks, Morgan,
said Lance.
Morganite walked to the cash register to buy a new coffee. The owner of the cafe, Joe, walked up to Lance and Blake.
Hello, Lance. Good to see you, said Joe to his favorite customer.
Hi, Joe. How's the business going? Lance asked.
Not good. We keep getting robbed.
I think then next time, we'll close the cafe, said Joe sadly. He loved his cafe and his customers.
Oh no, that's not good.
This is my favorite cafe, said Lance.
Maybe we can help, said Blake.
How? Asked Joe.
We are more than we look, said Blake.
What are you? Asked Joe, puzzled.
Magicians, said Blake. Lance looked at his father, as if he was mad for telling him who they were.
The magicians were superhero sorcerers who helped the police.
Yeah, Lance said. He's the enchanter. I'm the king of the earth, said Blake. Lance glared at his father. Are you all right, Lance? Asked Morganite, returning with a coffee.
Is he one of you too? Asked Joe of Morganite.
Him? He's the Prime Minister of the universe, said Blake.
That's a strange name for a superhero, said Joe.
That's my job, said Morganite, puzzled. How can you help me? Asked Joe. We can work in the cafe and help you next time you get robbed, said Blake. I can hire you, but won't you look obvious in masks? Said Joe.
We won't be masked, said Blake, otherwise known as Fred, the king of the earth.
Oh, what shall we call you? Joe asked.
Me, Blake, said Blake.
Lance, you know, and him, Morgan.
Days later, Morgan and Blake were acting as waiters, and Lance was the barista and working on the cash register. Their boss rang in to see how things were going at the shop and say he'd be arriving late. Lance told him all was going well. It was going well until they came. They being two men who wanted to rob and trash the cafe. They stayed too long there. The police came and demanded they leave the cafe and release their hostages, the staff and the cafe visitor. The owner of the cafe was shocked to see the police picketing his cafe. Wait over here, we'll try save your staff and customers, said a young red-haired police sergeant who was in charge of the police there.
I'm not worried about the staff. They are magicians. They can look after themselves, said the cafe owner.
Oh, who are they? Asked the police sergeant.
The enchanter, the king of the earth, and the prime minister of the universe, said the cafe owner. Morganite, he's not a superhero, he's a diplomat. He'd get himself killed, said the puzzled policeman. Are you a magician? Asked the cafe owner. Yes, said the policeman. The red fox, their uncle. We can only hope the others can protect him, said the cafe owner, nervously. Meanwhile, inside the cafe, Blake and Morgan were lying low, and Lance was laying lower. The bandits had guns, and they weren't stupid and hid a secret power. Morgan and Blake came back to life when they died, and they didn't want to advertise it. Lance, on the other hand, died, and a monster was released. The Angel of Death, a killer who was erratic and uncontrolled.
Hey, you tall, dark, gloomy over here, a bandit said to Fred, who looked sad he couldn't do anything.
Who, me? Asked Blake, who was thinking it was a mistake being there. Yes, you. Get here, snapped the bandit. Blake did as he was told. Go to the door, said the bandit in charge, and remember you have a gun on you.
What do you want me to do? Asked Blake.
Talk to the police for me, said the bandit. How? Asked Blake. Shout at them what I say, said the bandit. Unless you do what I say, I will kill the hostages. The fox heard his adopted brother shout. What do you want, Fred? You already have the universe, shouted back the fox, puzzled. Fred was the emperor of the universe. Fred looked back to the bandit inside nervously. The bandit looked confused. The fox saw the gun in the doorway. He's a hostage, don't shoot him, the fox cried. Get back in here, sad sack, said the bandit. Blake re-entered the cafe. What is he talking about? The bandit asked. I'm the emperor of the universe, said Blake, smiling nervously. You are the what of the what? Asked the bandit. He's one of them magicians, said the band's minion.
the bandit shot Blake. He fell to the ground. Lance threw a knife at the shooter, killing him. "No, Dad," Lance cried. The minion shot at Lance. He fell too, throwing a knife at and killing the minion. Outside, the fox heard the shots and thought the worst. Out the cafe ran Morganite, shouting, "Don't shoot." "Who's he?" asked a policeman. "A hostage," shouted the fox. "Morgan, what happened?" cried the fox, running to him. "We need a paramedic," said the scared politician. "Who's down?" asked the fox. "The shooters are dead, and my brother and the emperor are," stammered Morganite. The fox ran inside the cafe to see Blake and Lance, looking badly injured but alive, but arguing. "You psycho, you don't start throwing knives at people," said Blake. "You are welcome. They were about to kill us. It was either me or the angel of death, causing a massacre," Lance hissed. "Lancelot, you did good. We'll get some help for you too," said the fox. They were taken to the hospital and got better, and the cafe was not robbed again.